Greetings, hello. Reporting live from my bathroom. At The Sweet Dre. Chateau Dre, if you will. Hi. Today I don't have a vlog for you guys, but today I'm gonna be doing something very special. Something I do for nobody else, but will do for you all. Because I love you, and I care, and I want you all to glow. Have you ever wondered, how do I get celebrity glass skin? How do I get skin that when people look at me, all they see is a reflection of themselves? Well, today I'm gonna show you just how to do that, because I have achieved it, and you can achieve it as well. In my hand, I hold a mean, nasty lineup of skincare that will completely change your skincare game for the better. But this is my daytime skincare routine. This is what I wear before I'm going out, okay? But not when I'm just going out to run an errand. When I'm going out, when I'm going to step on next, when I'm going to be seen, this is what is on the face. This is what is applied. When people stop me and they say, oh my God, do you have on makeup? Absolutely not. I just have a very sickening skincare lineup. And look at my face right now. I just got out the shower. I haven't even washed my face yet. And this is my current face. You see? It's giving nothing. It's just like, okay, like she has a face, you know? But okay, we're gonna like completely change that in just a bit. As mentioned, nothing's going on with the face right now. I'm very bare skin, look a little crazy if you ask me, but I'm about to change that. I literally have not done anything to my face today, okay? So I'm gonna give you like a whole rundown from like top to ending, but this is me before I'm like going out and I'm going to like do something where I want to step and turn it, you know, like where you really want to show out and like people to see and be like, damn, like I need a skincare routine. Okay, so first, you know, I'm still a guy, okay? Like, you know, I use Grow, but I'm a guy, so I have to first shave my face, unfortunately. I hate that that's such a process. And people are like, why don't you just laser your hair? And it's like, I would laser my hair, but no, I'm not lasering my hair because I don't want to burn it. And a lot of that laser stuff is not good for black skin. And I'm a very black individual. To what? Also, while I do this, I thought maybe we could like chat a bit. Okay, what do we want to chat about? Listen, I realized that a lot of people that follow me on YouTube, for whatever reason, don't know about my other social medias. I thought I will reintroduce myself to people that may not know me and may not know my story. So yes, my name's DeAndre Brown, and maybe I'll start with how I got into skincare, because it's very interesting, I think. So literally from when I was a little infant up until like college, I did not have a skincare routine. I started growing hair on my face, unfortunately. And I started getting really nasty like bumps on the side of my face, and I was like, yeah, this just can't be my reality. This just absolutely is not gonna be me or my experience, period. So I had to like take matters into my own hands, and I said I need a skincare routine. So I found a dermatologist, and everything that I use now, I've added some things along the journey, but for a majority of the things that I use in my skincare routine, my dermatologist recommended. She should be charged by now. Thank you. She's a very quick charge. I actually live for her like this. If you're a guy or a woman, I guess women have facial hair, this is like the perfect thing to like not get razor bumps, in my opinion. I never get razor bumps on my face. And people are always like, how do you not have razor bumps? But I used to have really bad razor bumps. Okay, period. So after that, I went in my dermatologist. My dermatologist killed my whole thing. So that's how I kind of got into skincare. And I started just loving like the people like coming up to you and being like, oh my God, like what's your skincare routine? Like, I love your skin. It became like sex to me. It was like, I need this. Like, if you're not telling me how great my skin is, then I feel horrible. So I think that's what really furthered my love for skincare. And now I'm like a skincare addict. quite literally. Like, whenever I'm like, you know, dating with a guy, with a friend, they're just like, girl, how many things do you need? Like, I pack, let me show you. I travel, I have 3 things because I have like so much skincare that has to be packed. So I have 3 things worth of ski. Anywho, back to what you all are here for. Okay. So after I shave my face, I'll go with my cleanser. I love this cleanser. Like, ever since I found her, we have just been connected. We have just shared a very special bond that no one will ever have. Okay, I'm gonna put her on my face. She's so fun, she's so chic, she's so pretty. Okay, now we're gonna take it back to me. If you don't know, I grew up in Chicago, Illinois. I'm from Chicago. From grammar school, I went to this really tiny school called Platt Academy, which actually looking back, I really hated this school so much. Like, literally only 3 people graduated in my graduating class today. Horrible school experience. I will argue today that the reason I was a bad kid is because I had ADHD that was not being tended to whatsoever. So I was bad. Like, I would throw really bad tantrums. I would curse at teachers. I would tell teachers that I hope they died. I remember I told one teacher that and I got suspended. And I told another teacher that I was gonna like the school. Yeah, I was just not a good kid. I was not a great experience. And I was just wild. Like, I was just really wild. But I feel like none of that matters now because look at me. I'm just phenomenal. I'm such a great child. Just like a child of God. Just so lovely. I'm a lovely experience. Depending on you ask. Anyways, okay, next. Because I wasn't a thing, I always use this lotion P50. I don't know. Actually, this wasn't recommended by my dermatologist. I got it from an esthetician that I get facials from. I like to get a facial once a month, by the way. I went to 2 high schools, actually, and I feel like people don't really know this. I went to Chi Arts because I wanted to be an actor. Like, I wanted to act, and I went to Chicago High School for the Arts. It was the first time I ever went to a public school. I went to private school my entire childhood, and then I went to a public school for like 2 years, and that's why I turned gay, girl. Like, I had my first boyfriend there. It's just like, I know my mom was like, girl, you have to leave here. Like, we gotta get you out of this public school. The education was just so shitty, CPS education, you know? So, ended up leaving there and I went back to private school and I went to Marian Catholic. So I went from like a very liberal, open high school experience, freshman and sophomore year. And it's so funny because Chi Arts was like my introduction to like rap music and stuff like that. Like, I used to be very white girl until I was in Chi Arts. And then I transferred to Marian. So I went from this like very liberal, very pro everything school to a school with literally nuns, and we went to mass and we had priests, girl. And like, I was like the only gay boy. Well, me and my best friend, we were like the only gays. But we ran the school. I'm just a person where, I don't know, I think I just have like a lovely, bubbly spirit where people, oh, I didn't even tell you what this was. Sorry. It's the Mask Pigum, same brand. This mask is really good, but it's like $45, girl, but it's good. I'm sorry, it's worth the money. Like, if you're going out and you just want to look golden, just get it. Just get it. Just get it. Charge it to the credit card and keep it pushing. Sometimes you just have to do that. You were gonna get a $45 cocktail anyway, so just get the mask instead and drink water at the restaurant. You know, sacrifices. Yeah, so it was a different experience, but I went to Marian and I ran it. Like, I joined class president. I wasn't the president, but I joined class council, and I was like the vice president. And I'll never forget the day I won the vice president for class council, because it was me. Cause like, we had to do like campaigns, and it was like a really big thing at the school. Like, it was really big. When you look back at it, it was all just a big popularity contest. So it was me, 2 other people that were irrelevant and didn't matter, and then it was like this guy who was like not a pro football, but he was like a really big football player at our school. So everyone just knew he was gonna win, blah, blah, blah. Then I went to college. this is what happened to my marketing bag. I knew that he was gonna have all the popular kids votes. Like, I was new there. I was I was a junior then, but it was my first year. So I knew that he was gonna have all the popular kids votes. So I didn't even market or advertise to like that crowd. Mind you, I was cool like the popular kids, like that whole thing. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna twist it and turn it. And what I ended up doing was, oh my God, I can't believe I haven't talked about this in years. What I ended up doing was, there were a lot of other demographics at our high school that were like kind of overlooked, like people didn't really care about. Like, so I really focused in on that class of people, which I actually did care about them because, you know, I understand what it's like to be different at a school that's just so strict and so like politically correct. So I really just targeted all of those people. But the thing is, you realize by doing that the people that you're targeting actually is a vast majority of the population than those few cheerleaders, basketball players, footballers. So anyways, they do the winner, like who won, on the school announcements during 12th period while we're in Emmaus. And during Emmaus, me and the football player that just knew he was gonna win, we had the same Emmaus class. So we're in Emmaus together, and everybody's just in Emmaus like, you got it, you won, blah, 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 blah. When that thing said, and Vice President DeAndre Brown, I swear, I kid you not, he was like, what? He stood up and he was like, what? Like, there has to, this is real, there has to be a recount, like, how did this winner just got here, beat me, blah, blah. Girl, because you don't know marketing. You think your popularity is going to take you far. No, girl. You got to really advocate for the people that people aren't advocating for. And that's how I won. I took you out your socks and I was moving. Okay. Anyways, I left this Mastodon for 10 minutes. But I said that to say that, yeah, I was always very active. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. We now remove the mods. And it's so much juice on here. I could have left it on longer, honestly, but I have things to do. I'm gonna get my neck, put some on my neck. Just rub it in, get it all over you. Okay, this is like a little much. I may have gone too far. Anyways. Okay, so now it's all rubbed in. And after I do that, I then go in with my vitamin C. Right now I've been loving the Dr. Dennis Rose vitamin C. Go on my vitamin C. Don't let the tip touch your face. Touch my face. So like, look, you saw even from like from high school, I was in marketing. I was doing marketing. So then I get to college and I was majoring. I thought I was gonna be an attorney. So I went in and I realized early on at Morehouse, I went to an HBCU, Morehouse, an all boys HBCU. I realized really early that it was a very homophobic environment. And I knew that I saw other gays on campus thrive, but they only thrive because of how like successful that they were. So I knew that I had to be the same because it's like I wanted opportunities. I wanted my name to be the first one called for certain things. And your name and those things only happen to you when you're like thriving. So I was already a Bonner Scholar, which gave me a leg up. I was in an honors program, which gave me a leg up. So freshman year, I like really killed it. I joined this class moot court. Oh, by the way, this is a little eye cream. It just gives me like some energy under the eyes so I don't look old and tired. I just do that. And then I just rub her in. So I joined moot court and I met my professor. Honestly, the greatest mentor I've ever had today. Like, just such a phenomenal guy. He's a very big, well-known attorney in the city of Atlanta. And he's really the person that changed my life. Like, it was because of him that my freshman year of undergrad, I got an internship at the Supreme Court in New York City. Mind you, that internship wasn't like something that kids were getting that were a freshman. Like that was something that was going like more juniors and seniors, and I got it my freshman year thanks to him. So always so grateful for him. But what I will say, oh, by the way, this is Kiehl's. I use this product so much. Literally, I have a bigger one that I just ran out of. This is my travel one I'm using just for the video. Love this product. 10 out of 10 will recommend. And I put it on with, this is gonna give you that glow. These bronze drops, you put the bronze drops, I put it right on, you see? I put it right over where I put the like Kiehl's. You just need it on both sides. You don't need too much, honestly. And you just rub that in. But it was that internship where I realized, like, wow, I do not want to be an attorney. Like, I realized this isn't me. Like, it just doesn't fit. So I quickly came back sophomore year and I like completely changed my entire major to business marketing. Which is such a gay boy major. Like, I feel like all gays do like hair, fashion, business, marketing, like if they're gonna go to business route. Anyways, so I came back and that's what I did. I will be honest, sophomore year really challenged me a lot because a lot of the people, like freshman year is usually freshman year is like you're really lucky if you get like an internship. Sophomore year is like, if you're in the business department, that summer you're getting a like internship on Wall Street or something like that. And I didn't land that internship on Wall Street because I was like so new to like the business marketing. So that sophomore year summer, I did like this internship and it was very little. Like when I was telling people what I did, they were just like, okay. It was at like this small hair company and they just managed like influencers, and they would pay influencers to do like reviews on like their hair products. And I worked in the marketing department there. That is the first place I ever got into like social media or the social media world or social media influencing. Like, and at the time I didn't even look at it as like, oh, this is something I want to do. I just looked at it as like, I'm doing my job. I just wanted an internship so that junior year I can make sure that I got a Wall Street. I was on Wall Street junior year. Great experience. Loved the team. They were so sweet. But I wasn't even thinking of it as like, oh, this is like going to be where I end up, you know? Also, a good thing to know also is that another reason I wasn't able to get those Wall Street internships is because I was a shitty interviewer, and B, I also had gotten surgery that year. So I was out of school for like 2 months because I had surgery. So it was just like a lot. So I was just grateful to have that, to have something. Let me move on to my skin. Then I like to do a little bit of collagen. Collagen is just gonna keep your skin looking young. It's gonna keep it tight. I do this one at the daytime and at night. I do it twice a day. I'm gonna show you. It's by Medicube. Some people say Medicube's performative, but I really do enjoy Medicube's products. That's the Medicube. So, I stayed in Atlanta that summer and I had gotten really close. I would go to campus sometimes, and I had gotten close with one of the marketing teachers that I was gonna have my junior year, and she introduced me to the sales team. Girl, if you know anybody that's going to college and they want to make some extra money, get on the sales team, okay? Like, what I will say, what they're doing on those sales team is actually kind of messed up and bogus, because it's like you have to sell an idea. What happens on the sales team is basically a company comes in. So for example, we had a company, Home Depot. Home Depot came in and they hosted a sales competition, and with a lot of other different colleges and universities. And they would have like, you would travel to the place where it's hosted, and each person gets like, I forgot the amount of time, you get a certain amount of time to sell your idea to the company. And if you win, you get like $15,000. Some competition would be like $5,000. Some would be like $2,000. Some were like $20,000, $30,000. I joined the sales team. And some of them, they would give you internships. Like I did one with 3M. And I won, and they offered me an internship. So it's like it's like just a great way to make a lot of extra money while you're in college. And also, it's a great way to put your face in front of people that work at these companies. But I do think sales competitions are a scam because literally they are able to utilize the ideas that you give them, and they don't pay you anything but the little prize money you win. But they're able to utilize your ideas. So I do think that's a little scammy. But anyways, hey, I'm in college, girl. You giving me $15,000. If you in college, $15,000 is like $15 million, honestly. Like, that would stretch you a long time. So I'm like, whatever, cool. I'm gonna go in with my glow stick, my sunscreen glow stick. And this is just sunscreen. You know, you gotta be protected from the screen of the sun. Okay. So I used to win. I was really good at the sales competitions, and I won a lot of money, like my junior and senior year of college from doing sales competitions. I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's from the same brand. Wait. It's from the same brand that I keep putting products in. This brand. Love this brand. While my face dries, I'm gonna finish this video. So starting making a lot of money from the sales competitions. That's how I ended up getting that, along with everything else, is how junior year I got my internship on Wall Street. And then from there, I got offered a full-time offer at the same company I did my internship with. And that's where I started working my 6-figure salary job right out of college. And then I quit my job after like a year to become a full-time influencer. Woo! So that's just like a little bit of my story, how I found marketing, how I've always been good at it with companies and also with myself. I've always been good at sales. I've always been good at public speaking. So these were just all the things I utilized to help me kind of get to the place I am now. So when people are always like, oh, influencer, you just got lucky, like you blew up overnight, blah, blah, blah. I always challenge that opinion because I think that throughout my entire journey from high school to college to now, I have been doing forms of what I currently do now, but in a very different way. And I think that can apply to really anybody in any jobs that you do or whatever it is that you do. Like, certain experience really do prepare you for where you're headed. Like that sophomore year, for example, when I had to do that internship that I really didn't want to do because I really wanted to be on Wall Street, like with all my friends flexing in New York, making a whole bunch of money. And I didn't get that. And I got this marketing role with working with influencers. Never really thought that would be the field that I'm now in and the field that made me very successful in what I do now. So I say this to say that everything that you're doing in life is a lesson and it's preparing you for something great. Don't miss that lesson. Stay committed to your journey. Stay committed to the process because it's all gonna work out, you know? And anyways, my face is now dry. That is my skincare routine. Look how like glassy my skin looks. You see that? It literally looks like glass. I'm obsessed. This is my final step.